So we've been writing linear equations given different situations. We've looked at through a graph, we've looked at from a table, we've looked at from a situation, from a word problem. Now they're going to give us 2 points. Okay, so you'll see here we have 2 points. Neither one of these is the y-intercept. So we've got to be a little sneaky. Okay, so this is going to have several steps. Make sure you take good notes, pay close attention, and make sure you're understanding what's happening as this goes. Okay, so I have the points 1, 4, and 3, 8. The first thing you have to do in order to find the equation of this line is find the slope, because remember, the 2 pieces of information we need are the slope and the y-intercept. So if we've got 2 points, we know how to find the slope. So we're going to put this in our little mini table. You'll recall doing this a while back. We're going to find the slope from this mini table. From 4 to 8, I add 4. From 1 to 3, I add 2. My change in y over my change in x is 4 over 2, which is 2. So m is 2. So we have one of the things we need to know. The other thing we need to know is the y-intercept. We've got to be a little tricky here, okay? So pay close attention. The first thing you want to do is pick one of the points, and it can be either one. It does not matter. So you look at the 2 points and you ask yourself, okay, which one of those would I rather work with? Would I rather work with 1, 4 or 3, 8? Well, they both got positives. Nothing too scary about either one of them. But I'm going to pick 1, 4 just because the numbers are smaller. Okay, that's the only reason I chose 1, 4. If I chose 3, 8, I would get the same thing. All right, now the next step is to use slope-intercept form to solve for B. Okay, we've got to solve for B. Where we know B shows up is in slope-intercept form. Y equals mx plus B. Okay, now look, we have m right here, right? M is 2. This 1 is an x-coordinate, and this 4 is a y-coordinate. So we're going to substitute those things into slope-intercept form. So instead of y, we're going to put our y-coordinate. Our y-coordinate is 4. We're going to say 4 equals m is right here. M is 2. We're going to use our x-coordinate. Our x-coordinate is 1. And then we don't know b. Okay? So we plugged in m, x, and y into y equals mx plus b, and we're going to solve for b. Okay? So this is just an equation at this point. We're going to copy the 4. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 plus b. All right, how do I solve for b here? This is a one-step equation. This is a positive 2, so I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides. 4 minus 2 is 2, equals 2 minus 2 is 0. The b comes down, and b is 2. So now I have m, now I have b. Now I can write my linear equation in slope-intercept form. Y equals m is 2, x, and b is 2. So the equation of my line is y equals 2x plus 2. All right, let's do it again. Pay attention to every step, write everything down, really see what you can do on your own, or see if you're following along. If you have any questions, ask. The first step is to find the slope. So my 2 points here are 2, 7, and negative 4, 4. Going to put those in my mini table. So from 7 to 4, what happens? I go down 3. How do I get from 2 to negative 4. Use a number line if you need to. If I start at 2 and I go to negative 4, I have gone down 6 spaces. The difference between 2 and negative 4 is negative 6. So my change in y is negative 3. My change in x is negative 6. A negative over a negative is a positive. And 3 6 simplifies to 1/2. So this is going to simplify to positive 1/2. So m is positive 1/2. Now I'm going to choose either point. So I look at my 2 points. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to choose the 2 7 just because they're both positive. You might like the negative 4 4 because 4 is smaller than 7. I like to work with positive numbers because I'm less likely to make mistakes. Okay, so now we're going to plug m, x, and y into y equals mx plus b. All right, so here's m. M is 1/2. Here's x. X is 2. And here's y. Y is 7 because that's an x coordinate and a y coordinate. And I don't know b. That's what I'm trying to solve for. Okay? So I do a little bit of algebra here. 7 equals 1/2 of 2. Now, you can probably do that mentally if you need to. Come over the side. This is 1/2 times 2 over 1. Those cancel, and I get 1. That makes sense, right? Half of 2 is 1 plus b. Okay, so this is a positive 1, so I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides, and I get b is 6. And I hate it when b is 6 because they look alike. Anyway, now, here's what we've got. We've got m, we've got b, we can plug into slope-intercept form, and we get y equals 1/2 x plus 6. Okay, we're still finding m, we're still finding b. We've just got to be a little trickier about it. It takes a little bit of time, okay? So you're going to try a few problems, ask questions, and make sure you understand all the steps.